Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin live stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And will become even better soon to watch my live stream. Okay. So we had the new not 6.0 Luna 1 version live stream today with some surprising developments. But I guess I will wait for more people to come before I talk about it. Let us start doing some dailies first things first. But yeah, so before I was wondering, should I pick Mizuki or should I pick Tinari for my standard 5-star selector? But turns out it's probably gonna be neither. Probably the character I should pick is somebody I already have C6. Like Jin that I already got like 8 of or something. Since getting a 5-star over C6. Whoa, no. Will give you an item that you can use to get the character to level 95 and eventually level 100 as well. The ship sprung a leak, oh no! Hello, Delete Hero? Okay, increasing danger. Also, I already got a bunch of jeans and monas. So I tell you that if you haven't heard, starting from the next version in Genshin, whenever you get a constellation on the 5-star that you have already C6, so whenever you get like the C7 on a 5-star, you are gonna get an item. Oh, thank you for applying Hydro for me. Very kind of you. We're gonna get an item that can be used to break the level cap of a character, to go above level 90. You'll be able to use one to get a character to 95 and then 2 more to get a character to level 100. The levels themselves will be like free, you don't need to like use extra mora or resources, but like you need the item. You just use it and then you bam, suddenly you're 95. And it counts. It is retroactive. So if I, unfortunately, my Genshin pools are the ones where I don't have a list of all characters I've gotten. For the Star Rail and Zenless pools, I have a special tab. Oh no, wait, I have one. Oh, that's lovely. So here, yeah, I got 10 genes. I got 10 genes in total. So that means 3 extra above the cap, and then 1 extra mona. So I'm gonna get 4 of these items when this comes out. I'm gonna get 4 from just my past C7 pools. And also, funny thing, on the standard banner, I just noticed the only characters I ever got on standard are Mona, Jin, and Tinari. I got Mona 5 times, Jin 3 times, and Tinari once. No other standard 5-star has ever appeared here. If not for this one, Tinari will be just Jin and Mona and nothing else. And then weapons, of course. Weapons are a bit more varied. So, and from the... So I'm gonna get 4. And then from the selector, because we're gonna get the standard 5-star selector, I probably should just pick Jin. And not Mizuki or Tinari. Because like, would be nice to get C6 Tinari. Wouldn't be a terrible pick, because then the next Tinari I get would give me this. It's like Masterless Stella Fortuna. Right, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea to pick Tinari, but I'm probably not gonna play him anyways, or rather, would be I would rather limit break one of my other characters. And then there will be a new feature where every year we will be able to get 4 limited or like 4 standard character constellations for free. No strings attached. I mean, the string attached is that there's a limited selection of them. You can like pick any 5-star. The starting pool this year is everybody from before 4.0 except Kazuha, Yelan, and Al-Haytham. I guess it's except Kazuha, Yelan because they have the best, because they have good C1s. I mean, Kazuha has kind of terrible C1, but his C2 is good, and he's still a good character. Yelan's C1 is actually pretty great. But Al-Haytham? What is Al-Haytham doing in there? Why would we not be able to pick up Al-Haytham's C1? His C1 is garbage, it does nothing. So, it doesn't matter that we cannot pick Al-Haytham, because his cons are terrible. But why cannot we pick Al-Haytham? Very puzzling. Whatever. I feel like the only thing missing from that masterless Stella Fortuna system is just giving 1 to everybody. If they just gave 1, or maybe 3 even, to everybody, people would be way less mad. Because some people are annoyed that, you know, oh, now there is another thing that only whales get. Oops, jump. Here we go. I think we will get some for free eventually. But like the difference between the Star Rail system and the Genshin system is that in Star Rail we got 1 for free. The character overcap thingy. In Star Rail you can buy other characters from a limited shop. So it's kinda... Genshin kinda has like split the 2 systems. Buying... So getting... old character constellations is just fully free for everybody. All you need to do is like log into the game and do your dailies 5 times per week for like 4 weeks or something, or 3 weeks, and then bam, you get it. Or actually no, is it like every week? No, I think it's a couple weeks. Whatever, you just have to play the game, like the bare minimum. How do I get there? Man, Sumeru dailies. And then the reward for getting more than C6 is a separate thing. It's kind of like having a C7 character in a way. Now, not in the sense of you pulled another copy that does nothing, but in the sense of, you know, you get a character to level 100. It's kind of like getting a constellation on them. It appears that most characters are gonna have like 7% more damage on average. And we need to see exactly how it works with reactions. Because if the reaction damage bonus follows the pre-existing formula, then that would mean 40% more damage from like Hyper Bloom, which would be kinda busted. But maybe the Hyper Bloom damage increase from level 100 will get nerfed. Excuse me, Mizuki, are you doing fine? Mizuki would be a character that would be great to get to level 100. She would probably still not be amazing, even at level 100. But it would be a huge upgrade for her, if it actually affects swirl damage fully. And then if you put her in a team with other Anemo characters who are also at level 100, and she gives swirl damage bonus to everybody, that could actually be legit. But probably the best thing will be to just, like, meta-wise, probably the best thing will be to just level up whoever the newest DPS is. So I'm gonna have 6 of these mats. So I could take 2 characters to level 100, or 6 characters to level 95. I wonder which one I should do. Probably 6 characters to 95 would be better. Or maybe 1 to 100 and then 3 to 95. Okay, the real challenge in this daily was actually getting up here. Now we are chilling. I could become the #1 Mizuki main if I pick Mizuki from the selector and then get her to level 100. But if I pick Mizuki, I would lose out on on one of the Masterless Stella Fortuna. Oh, and also another catch. So with the free constellations, the catch number 1 is there is a limited pool of 5 stars, and catch number 2, you can only pick each character once. And I think because this is a permanent system, so we'll be able to get around 4 free constellations per year, like forever. Oh, also like so catch number 2, you need to own the character. You cannot pick new characters, you can only pick constellations for characters you already own. And you can only pick every character once. And I think it's once ever from the wording they gave us. So it's impossible to get like a C6 character or even a C2 character from this. But if a character has a good C2 but a bad C1, you can pick the C1 and then just pull for the C2 directly on a banner. So unfortunately I cannot pick Wanderer 4 times and get to C6. I can only pick Wanderer once and get to C3. Okay, do I need more mats for the Aino Claymore? Where is the Aino Claymore? It was level 80. Oh no, it was level 70. I can have 20 of these. Let's see how many I can craft into golden mats. And how many golden mats do I need in total? Okay, this is nicely divisible by 3. Ah, no dupes? Come on, bro. That's unlucky. Okay, so I need to leave 6. Wow, 0 dupes. I should have gone for a refund here actually, not for a dupe. So 4. And how many do I need? Do I need 6? Or is it cheaper for 4-star weapons? I never remember. Wait. I rarely upgrade 4-star weapons. Weapon Ascension. There is Morakos, but what about the material cost? Actually, I can go on like any website that will give me the mats needed to upgrade the thing, and I can see how many golden ones I need. So I'll just go with the Claymore. Oh yeah, I only need 4. I do only need 4, so we are already good on this. So I do not need to farm this. I'm not even sure if I can. I think I can. I think today is the day for this weapon. It is Tuesday, Friday. So I got 0 dupes, but that's still enough. And what I'm gated by now are actually the Weasel mats. Okay, so I can go spend my resin elsewhere. Elsewhere being here. So yeah, should I level up my Raiden for Hyperbloom? I could level up my Inefa. I like Inefa way more than Raiden. And use Inefa, but Inefa is slightly worse than Raiden in like Lauma Hyperbloom. Because Inefa disables Lauma's passive that gives extra crit. That gives a 15% crit chance to blooms. It's only active if you do not have 2 not clay characters in the team. You can only have Lauma. But Inefa might be good enough anyways. Like you lose it's 15% more damage. Because it's 15% crit rate, 100% crit damage. So on average 15% more damage. And Inefa could close the gap. Too bad this is just lunar charge damage and not lunar reaction damage. And I would be much happier taking Inefa to 100. I might do Inefa. She's only been out for a very short while, but she might be my favorite character right now. But hard to tell. I wish they did something like this in Zenless. Because in Zenless I would not need to think for even like a fraction of a second about who to level. Would not even be a consideration. Where's my energy? I'm so slow without the Dahlia burst. I'm so used to the attack speed. I need to use the transient eventually. It's not gonna last for the patch, so might as well use it like here. I could also do Fleens. I could do Fleens and Inefa, but one issue with doing Fleens and Inefa is that I'm gonna have like one team that's so giga strong, but gated by like what reactions it can use. It's not the most universal. It's not gonna be the most universal team. Because if the enemy has some aura that prevents me from applying Electrocharged, the team's gonna be bricked. On the other hand, hyper-investing into one team means that they would be strong enough to beat the bosses even if the circumstances are not ideal. Like maybe they could even beat a Natlan boss in Stygian Onslaught or something. Because Stygian Onslaught is the only relevant game mode, right? Hello, Kulnia. Doing pretty great. Pretty surprised by the announcements they made in the livestream. Not sure what to think about the extra levels. I mean, for me personally, if like I was the only person playing this game, for me personally that's fine. As like a dolphin. I in the past I have gotten 4 characters that were like above C6. I got Jin 3 times and Mona once, after already having their C6s. So I'm gonna have like 4 masks for free, then I can get 2 more from the selectors if I just pick Jin again for both the free constellation and the standard selector. But yeah, for the overall health of the game, I'm not sure what to think about it. It's not as big of a deal as a lot of people make it out to be. But we need to see how reactions work exactly. Because for like normal damage, just from like your base stats, you are gonna do like less than 10% more damage. That's like getting a few extra substats on your artifacts. It's not that big of a deal. But if the reaction formula stays as it is, if it just uses the existing reaction formula, then your Hyper Blooms will be doing 40% more damage. Which is kinda bonkers. But I'm kinda expecting them to adjust it. Maybe make it like 15. Still good, but not insane. Because if it is 40% more Hyper Bloom damage, then that's kinda not okay. Okay, condense this. Go farm more. Because then the power level between Bloom teams with or without level 100 would be so big that if they ever designed content where Bloom teams are supposed to be played, they would need to like adjust it for people who have 40% more damage. And that would actually be a problem, right? Because being able to level your characters more is not a problem in itself, it's just a problem if suddenly all content becomes 10% harder, because they expect people to have 10% more damage from a mechanic that few people have access to, right? On the bright side though, the free constellations are absolutely amazing. Can't say anything bad about those. 4 free constellations per year for everybody. And for people who already have, like if you already have a standard character who's at C6 or close to C6, you can just pick them to get a masterless Stella Fortuna, or like get it sooner. You can only pick every character once, so you can't keep picking the same character. You can't pick Chi-Chi 4 times in a row to get 4 masterless Stella Fortuna. But you can just pick whichever standard character you already have at the highest con. And this way you will be able to get the Stella Fortuna faster. And for the constellations, I am probably gonna just first pick the standards I already have a C6. So it's gonna be Jin, Mona, and Keqing. Then probably Tighnari who's at C5. I'm probably gonna get C6 eventually, until I can pick the con. So I'm just gonna get like 3 more masterless Stella Fortuna, instead of actually getting cons. Nilus C2 is one of the best constellations on these characters that are in the selector, but yeah, you can only get C1 if you're at C0, and then you need to pull 1 more Nilu. Still pretty good. C1 is not totally worthless. It's more uptime on the circle. And you can pull 1 Nilu from the Chronicles. Although probably it's better to just, like, if you want a stronger Nilu team, you probably should just pull for a Lauma constellation or 2. Or save for like more Nefer cons. We'll have to see exactly how Nefer teams will work. This can be good if I roll crit rate. Next patch I will be able to see the final sub. That's another huge change. How am I gonna level to 100? I'm kinda wondering. If it really is 40% more Hyper Bloom damage, then it's probably gonna be Raiden. I already use Raiden as a Hyper Bloom trigger with Flower of Paradise Lost, Ballad of the Fjords. But even then I'm not 100% sure. Inefa is another character who can be a good Hyper Bloom trigger, and I actually love Inefa way more than Raiden. I don't dislike Raiden, Raiden is cool. But Inefa might be my favorite character? I'm not sure though, because in Genshin all of the characters are cool, man. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. Inefa would also benefit for Lunar Charge damage. It's not... In a Hyper Bloom team, Raiden's Hyper Blooms are 100% of her damage. So it's 40% more damage. In a Lunar Charge team, Lunar Charges are like a quarter of her damage maybe. So it's not as big a deal, but it would still be better than average, right? No matter what, it will be stronger on Inefa than on your average character, no matter how they do the reaction scaling, because reactions will get stronger as well. But yeah, also just using it on whatever the newest character is probably the play. So I'm probably leaning towards Inefa from the existing characters. And then I'm also thinking, should I try to hyper invest into one team? Like get a team with level 100 Inefa, level 100 Flins, level 100 Sucrose, level 100 Columbina eventually or something? Or should I spread it out more? Think of you know, Stygian Onslaught especially. In Stygian Onslaught you need 3 teams. And having one team that's like super strong could be nice, because then I would maybe be able to tackle bosses even if they aren't, if my team isn't being shielded. But on the other hand, if there is a boss that I would beat with them anyways, like for the next few patches we will get Lunar Charged bosses, right? So just having Flins and Inefa already should be good enough. And then all my investment will be towards that one team. I will maybe clear in like less than 100 seconds, sure, nice. But then there are 2 other teams that like maybe they would struggle. But yeah, the biggest thing we need to see the damage formula. Is it actually 40% more reaction damage? Can that be good? Are my flowers bad? I need to check. Cryo damage bonus? I already have banger cryo damage goblets. Hello, Sayonara. 3-liner. I'll spend the final 20 resin. It's not an LND. If this was Zenless, I would just insta-level my LN. I would not even think twice, man. They could make it so that LN gets like 1% more damage and every other character gets like 200% more damage. I'm picking LN anyways. But in Genshin, it's harder. You missed the whole live stream. Oh no. Have you seen the changes though? Have you read about them at least on your way home from work? I had a chill day, fortunately, today. Oh my god, what is this? Pre-register for version Luna 1. You've seen nothing, okay. Wait. 40 Primo Gems? Oh. Weird noises. What are the... The noises for clicking buttons are so... I don't know, mobile gamey. Oh, and there's a web event as well. No, wait. Is this the web event? Or is there a different web event? No, the web event... Wait, what? This is the web event? I'm confused now. I think this is the web event. Wait, because we have the codes, check-in, web event rewards, latest info, and pre-register. Okay, so the web event is just this. Okay, so we'll watch the live stream preview and we'll go through the changes for Saya and others who maybe haven't seen them yet. So first I will mute this and let's first watch the trailer. 1 and 2. Wait, let me open because there's gonna be an English video that would be helpful as well for the events and the like. Yeah, let's first watch the trailer though. And this one we will watch the Japanese version and then I will just switch to the English for the yap. More spaceship lore after it got introduced last part.
ワイルドハントだ。俺たちの墓を抜けてここまで来やがった。東大、希望、永遠の夜。
Black Swan hands.
水素と画像されず、次ごと渡す。この炎を見よ。墓へと戻り。 安らかな永遠の眠りにつくのだ。
This is so cool, man.
お静かに。死の底へ。夢なき眠りへようこそ。
Okay, didn't go to character max them out? No, not at all.
人間の目にはさまざまなものが映し出されます。とても複雑で、とても美しいものが。
We had the Flintstones only happy music. And yeah, this is just Marionette. She's just here instead of Catherine. There is Marionette and Dory.
めんくださいまし。
こいつは面白い。
お出迎えできずすみません。よろしければお顔を上げていただけませんか？何かしてほしいことはある？アイノ、この家の大黒柱だから何でも言って。
I know level 100.
あなたの感じた力は空爆と呼ばれるものかもしれません。これはナドクライにある特殊な力で純粋な原子の元素力となります。蒼月のこの英月史は代々そこに古くから伝わる生物を使うことで歴史の真実を見ることができるんだって。
私はずっと蒼月のこと月の歴史をつなぎ合わせてきた。我々蒼月の子はかつて栄華を誇った黄金の国ヒュペルボレイアの末裔だ。行こう、柔らかな月光が降り注ぐ場所へ。宗樹の加護、リーニャに永遠の安寧を。月が砕けた後、ほとんどのかけらがこの地に降り注いだ。蒼月のこの間では長きにわたり月神の帰還に関する予言が伝えられておる。そしてその予言は現実のものとなった。しかし
私はまだ自分の月に戻りたいと思ってる。
ファデュイはパハ島のかけらに実験設計局を建設した。そしてここに落ちたかけらも狙っておる。
蒼月のこの生物が盗まれたんだって。
今日は礼儀として警告をしに来てあげたの。ファデュイの邪魔をしないことね。
蒼月の子はファデュイに何一つ渡さぬ。その地で不可侵の境界線を刻むつもりだ。
確認しました。通路内に異常はありません。違うわ。ファデュイはここで新たな秩序を築こうとしているだけよ。空爆弾薬装填完了。危険度評価最高。
非分の館はナドクライのどの勢力にも肩入れせず常に中立を貫いてる。
君の宇宙船はわざと隠されたんだろうなって思ったよ。
妹がファデュイと手を組んでる可能性について考えてるんだね。
私を信じてくれなくても構わないよ。でもお願い、邪魔だけはしないで。
We're getting sibling lore
月は嘘
in
をつ
like
くから。
the first version. We don't need to wait for Dainsleif to show up half a year later. Damn. I'm pretty excited for this. So some of the things they mentioned in the live stream is that instead of separate story quests for all the characters, Flynn, Slauma, and Aino, instead we are it's just gonna be parts of the Archon quest. We pulled out our sword and our sister. Yeah, this is gonna be hype, man. Is the sibling gonna be like deeply involved with the whole thing all along? So yeah, Lauma, Flins, and Aino, they will essentially have story quests that are kinda part of the Archon quest. Kinda like back in Inazuma. In order to progress the Inazuma and Archon quest, we had to do Yoimiya's and Ayaka's story quests. Right? It's just like you did part 1, then you had to do the story quest, and then you could do part 2. So it's kind of like here as well. It's kind of like this, but it's not even a separate quest. It's just one big quest. You do get rewards separately, because like recently they added the thing where if we clear a character story quest, we get extra rewards and mats if we do it quickly. So this still stays after we finish the right part of the quest. Ranking the items to level up the character to 100 from mail? Unfortunately not. I feel like this is the one thing that they missed. They really should have given us some. So yeah, when it comes to other additions, let's go through this.
We made it!
Let's make this
that does mark the end of the special
more quiet
program,
and faster.
We know that was a lot of information.
They will just
It feels kind of impossible to take it all in at once, and I doubt I'm alone in
pause on more interesting parts.
Yeah, the special program team thought that might be the case. So that brings us to our second job here today. In this segment, we'll go over the main takeaways from today's special program.
So first they talk about the lore
All right, I'm ready to summarize.
and the exploration and stuff like that.
Let's start with Notcry itself.
Right, so like the devs mentioned,
We can
Notcry
probably
was
skip
made
through it, or do you want to watch this all?
because of it. In fact, the whole region was once a wasteland because of these clashes with the Abyss. But the merchants of Notcry chose to
We
rebuild.
can probably skip some.
AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. Then,
Yeah, they go over the kits. We
We
know what they do.
Whoa, you can't forget the most important thing.
But one cool thing that they mentioned here in a minute is that Columbina will actually just like chill in her cave. Columbina has her own private cave, and we can just like go there and do some missions for her, and we get rewards for that. So that's pretty cool.
Is also bringing new content to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flint's, Lauma, and Aino build meeting points in Notcry.
And yeah, there are little overworld missions
Whenever you feel like it, and learn more
with
about
them
the
as
Notcry
well.
and certain events.
Yeah, it's
And
like
here they
Traveler's
talk about the
Tales, but a little more
special
fleshed out. Now, the damsel
Columbina.
is another highly anticipated character. I'm sure many travelers have already picked up on her close connection to the moon, and travelers will get to meet her very soon. After venturing to Hisi Island in the upcoming Archon quest, travelers will encounter the damsel at a special time and place. In this place, you can chat with her, accept
I
commissions.
don't
and
expect
receive
Columbina
reviews.
content in
Now,
the
let's
first
talk about the pressure
version.
on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version 101, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Lauma and Nahida, as well as a Sumeru-centered chronicled wish banner.
And in the second half of the version, we'll have event wishes for Flint's and Yelan.
In addition, Aino will receive
The first god that we met at the very start is the sustainer of heavenly principles, right? But the heavenly principles, that's the primordial one. First photo next to the Paimon text, what is this? You mean this? I mean, this if you already got, like, we'll go over this in a second. You're not getting anything for free.
a drop rate boost on the second half banners, so don't miss out if you're interested. Alright, now let's talk anniversary rewards and system optimization.
But yeah, so we get the 10 pull, we get one free feather from the rewards. Then in the mail later, probably actually on the 28th, we'll get another 10 pull. We get a kitty pet, and also we get a little rotor hovering daybed, which you can play this like anywhere. You can summon it anywhere, and then sit on it, no matter where you are in the world. And there is space for two, so you can use it in co-op, so that's pretty cool.
1,600 Primo Gems in their in-game mailbox, along with a new robot kitten pet, an in-game two-person lounge, and a variety of enhancement materials. There will also be a login event where travelers can earn a total of 10 intertwined fates, along with other rewards.
If the lore is that I nominated, I would probably have to use the hat.
Travelers will get to choose a standard 5-star character.
Then we can pick one 5-star from all of these, including Mizuki, but we will talk about what you should choose in a bit.
Choice. And this year, Yume Mizuki will be available as one of the options. There's also the free Aino obtainable through the Archon quest. So that's 2 new characters travelers can add to their roster for free.
And you get the free, I know they also said this earlier.
Now let's check out the optimizations coming in the new version.
Let's do it.
First up are a few optimizations that should improve the adventuring experience.
So these are optimizations for like new players. They had like 2 sections: optimizations for new players and optimizations for old players. For new players, more adventure EXP. Test runs will actually have like tutorials where you have to do something with the character's kit, kind of like in Zenless. Pretty much just like in Zenless, exactly like in Zenless. We'll be able to get some mats in the BP, like the collectible mats, local specialties, at levels 1 and 3 of the paid BP. And then co-op domains and co-op open world enemies will be easier now. Because normally when you join somebody in co-op, the enemies will be like way harder. And now you only have a 2-character team, and the other person doesn't know what they are doing. So everything, like, enemies are tougher, and you have a worse team. Now enemies will be less tougher. So it will be more fair. Like, if you are doing everything in your own world, fairly it will be easier to help others without suddenly being faced with stronger enemies than if you did it yourself.
Adventure XP gained from exploration is being significantly increased. For example, collecting
You need to go prepare dinner? Saya, I was going through this slowly just for you. And now you're leaving?
but I will now grant Adventure XP. More tips will be added to characters' trial run stages.
Yeah, and there are also a few optimizations geared towards veteran travelers. Starting in version Luna 1, travelers will be able to obtain harvestable materials from the battle pass, making it easier to build and level characters.
Very on
The
for
devs have also
sure.
expanded the number of team lineups here to decide if an artifact has.
Okay, these are the other four. In Not Cry specifically, the way the compass will work is kind of like in Simulanka, where you can use it to highlight chests around you, and if you get enough of them, if you level up the treasure compass enough, you can just showcase every single chest on the whole map. So yeah, in Not Cry it will be very easy to get through 100%. There will be, just like in Natlan, we had these little caves where you had to collect the fragments of the rings in random chests around the world. Then you would enter there, get 5-star artifacts, and the elixirs, sanctifying elixirs. Now they return, but we'll be getting Dusts of Enlightenment instead, so the reroll feathers. We'll be able to see the 4th substat on every artifact. The three liners will still be 3 liners, but you will immediately see the final substat when you get the artifact, including all the artifacts. You will be able to see what they would have rolled into. For free, permanently, everything. And the optimize the method of claiming bonus rewards. Oh yeah, this is like the resin. So now you will be able to spend 40 resin instead of 20 at a domain, just like by clicking a button. You don't need to condense anything or whatever. And then if you actually condense resin, it will be 60 instead of 40. So it will be 40 resin for 1 condensed. So that means you can now condense a total of 300 resin at a time. So almost 2 days worth. I mean, 2 days is like 360. And then you can use the condense to get triple the rewards in one run.
Raising potential. In addition,
And yeah, you can use Primo Gems
40 original resin
directly without first getting resin and then using it. You can just spend Primo Gems directly at the domain as well, yeah, that's a thing.
More information will be available across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Next up, let's go over a few perks coming in the new version. First, when a new 5-star character or weapon receives a drop rate boost, the corresponding talent ascension material...
Also, whenever a new character comes out, for 1 week, we will have all domains unlocked for weapons and talents. I think this is like for just everybody, every time. So pretty much for the first week of every banner that introduces a new character? Or is this gonna be like every banner ever? I'm not sure actually. We'll get, yeah, everything is open, you don't need to wait for a specific day.
Ascension material domains will be open every day for the next 7 days. Second, on top of the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60. And
you get some minor mods when you pick a character. So when you pick a character from the selector, right? From the 5-star selector, when you pick a character, you get some minor mods. Sure, whatever.
Another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches their maximum
And then this is the big one.
constellations obtained for them will be converted into Master List Stella Fortuna, which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap to a maximum of level...
We can increase our characters level cap all the way to level 100. And yeah, so David was asking before. So whenever you get a C7 of a 5-star character, so if you already had C6 gene and you get another gene, which has happened to me 3 times already, now you will get a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and you can use 1 Masterless Stella Fortuna to level a character to 95, and it like goes immediately to 95. You don't need, it's not like you open the cap and then you need to level them, no. It just jumps from 90 to 95 directly. And then you can use 2 more to go from 95 to 100, so a total of 3 for level 100. Also, any C7 plus characters you have gotten in the past will count, and like you will get the mats issued for them. They said check your inventory, so it's probably just gonna appear in your inventory. Maybe it will arrive through mail or something. So for me, from what I checked, I have gotten 10 genes so far and 8 monas. So that means 1 extra mona after the first 7, because like first 1 mona, then 6 for constellations, and then 1 more. So 3 genes and 1 mona. So I will get a total of 4 from the past rewards. Which is actually pretty good. Now the fact that I just kept getting genes for some reason and I never got Dihya or Mizuki, it's actually a good thing. Yeah, and my Diluc is kinda low as well. Which is good. Now it's good. You want to keep getting 1 character. And this also means from the standard 5-star selector, probably the best pick is somebody who already have a C6. And also there's one more feature. they should
Well,
talk about
For example,
shortly.
if you have a standard 5-star C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Master Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Plus, travelers who have obtained excess constellations in the past will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella
Yeah.
Fortuna in their in-game mailbox during the new version.
Oh, they do
This
say
gives
mailbox,
travelers a chance
yeah.
to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in
And yeah, this is new permanent content. They didn't talk about it as much as they should have. They focused more on the level 100 thingy, and they just kind of went through pretty quickly. All you need to do is do your daily quests and spend some resin, and then every week, because I think you get like one point per week. I think that's how it works. And then after 8 weeks of just doing your dailies, you don't even need to do dailies every day. It's like 5 days out of the 7 in the week, right? You just do that, and eventually you get some minor rewards along the way, including that. Like, it's not even that minor. You get the elixirs, you get the dust, right? And then at the end you get a constellation. There is a pool of characters you can pick from. It's all the 5 stars from before 4.0, excluding Kazuha, Yelan, and El-Haytham. I think they excluded Kazuha and Yelan because they are probably the 2 strongest 5 stars from that era, and also have pretty decent cons. But I have no idea why El-Haytham. He's a strong he's the strongest aggravate or like spread DPS, but his cons are horrible. So it does not matter that they didn't include El-Haytham, it's just puzzling, right? Why would they not include El-Haytham? But so there are like 3 limitations to this. Number 1, there is like the set pool of characters, right? You can pick a newer character, you can pick Kazuha. Number 2, you need to own the character. You can't get a new character from this. You can only get a constellation. And number 3, you can only choose each character once ever. So this is a permanent event. It's not just once. It doesn't happen once. Once you finish the path, once you finish the full path, a new one will begin. And forever. And probably eventually, like a year from now, they are gonna add some older characters to it. They're probably gonna add the missing Kazuha Yelan, maybe some like Linei. You know, they would probably skip Nuvilet and Furina. Oh yeah, it also excludes Archons. I said every character from before 4.0. It also excludes Archons, together with Kazuha Yelan and El-Haytham. And you can only, like I said, you can only pick each character once. So if you have them at C0, you can only ever get C1. You cannot get higher than that. Can you choose a character you already have at C6? Yes. You can choose a character you already have at C6 and get a Master Stella Fortuna from them. But of course, only once per character, once again.
version Luna 1 to temper thyself and travel far. The objective is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12
Hello, Kodif.
or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for their efforts, including sanctifying elixirs. But most importantly,
Your advice: you are planning to get C2 Dihya, but also your Diluc is C5. Probably just get whatever standard 5 stars you have at the highest con. And like this way you can get a Masterless Stella Fortuna immediately. Or like immediately as in after 8 weeks, right? Because it will take 8 weeks to get the thingy. Because you can get C6 Diluc from the 5-star selector. And even if you never get another Diluc again, you can pick him from to temper thyself and journey far, right? You can pick another Diluc here, and then you have one Masterless Stella Fortuna. You can get somebody to 95, and that's probably more impactful than getting a constellation. Dihya C2 is good, but it's not like a game changer or anything. C1 Nilu or C1 Skara? Nilu definitely has better cons. However, like the C1 isn't much better, if at all. Because C1 Wanderer is extra attack speed. I actually kinda like. I do have C2 Wanderer. I did really like the C1 for extra attack speed, but it's not like it won't suddenly make him top tier. Nilu's C1 also isn't that big, but her C2 is great. Because Nilu's C1 just gives her extra duration on her spinny wheel thingy. But C2 is a ton of res red. 35% Hydro and Dendro res red on C2, which is enormous. But here is just 6-second extra Tranquility Auras duration, which is eh. So if you were ever planning on pulling a Nilu constellation, you can pick C1 now and then pull C2 later, but you cannot get 2. So like if you do not plan on pulling for her during like this Chronicled Wish that we are getting in 6.0, because there is a Sumeru Chronicled Wish together with the other banners. So if you're not planning to get her here, then probably don't bother with the C1. Because probably the best thing to pick is just a character you already have at the highest con, right? Like for me, my first pick is gonna be Jin, and then Mona, and then Catching, and then if by then I get like Tinari C6, because I'm C5 right now, by then I should get one Tinari from somewhere, and then I will like pick Tinari. I should be placed with Columbia. I mean, Columbia is definitely gonna be different. It's hard to say how Nilo will fare as we get more Not Cray characters. But you can just... You do not want to just play only Not Cray characters, even in Not Cray teams. Because you get like extra bonuses to lunar reactions based on the non-Not Cray characters you have and their stats. And Nilo is nice because she maxes out the buff by herself because she just builds a billion HP. So... As long as, like, if we are gonna have a team of Nefer, Lauma, and Columbina as like the meta Bloom team, the meta Lunar Bloom team, Nilo might still be the best character to play there. That would be Hydrodendro only, so Nilo would work. And as long as there is not some like anti-synergy, you'd be fine. So we need a healer? Maybe Columbina's a healer. Surely. She's gonna be a Hydro Healer Catalyst. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, what was I doing? Let's go to the teapot. Nuvilet? Definitely not Nuvilet, because Nefer is 100% an on-field DPS. Nuvilet's gonna be useless. What are you gonna do? Switch in E and switch out? That does nothing. Never knows the entire history of the dragons? Does she? I don't know. You don't hide the risk of for lunar reactions? I mean, that's Columbina. That's almost certainly gonna be Columbina. Hide the risk of for lunar reactions. We'll have to see exactly what kind of Escoffier she is. But it's very likely. Pressing switch leader every character. But like, Nuvilet doesn't do anything when he presses E and switches. Furina is pretty bad in lunar reaction teams. Because lunar reactions do not benefit from damage bonus. So Furina just applies Hydro and eats your HP for no reason. And deals mediocre personal damage. Aino is better than Furina in not Cray teams because of that. Because the personal damage, like, they both really do not deal much damage. And at least Aino doesn't consume your HP. No, we don't care about it's not about the nascent buff. It's not about the lunar character count. It's just about the fact that damage bonus doesn't do anything in the team. Because you're gonna get you can get the not Cray characters from like elsewhere. Even if Flames didn't need even if Flames didn't need to not cry, you would still not play Furina. Xingqiu's cooldown is too long. For specifically Flames, Xingqiu would extend his rotation by almost 50%. No, it's not about the application. Xingqiu applies more Hydro, but you don't care about the quantity. You just need a little bit of Hydro. You just need enough Hydro so that you get the Lunar Shard Clouds. You really do not need much. But you need a shorter cooldown. Xingqiu has like a 22-second cooldown on his skill or something, and you need to wait for that. While Flames has 16-second rotations. Aino's burst cooldown is 14 seconds or 13 seconds? Short enough. The only other Hydro that works, the only other Hydro you could even consider is Candy's C6. No other Hydro works. Maybe like, you could... Nilu, just to triple press E and have a Hydro aura around you would be better than Furina or Xingqiu or even Yelan possibly. Because Candy's C6 has a 16-second burst cooldown. You don't want to wait. Right? Your Flint is ready, he can deal more damage and you are waiting 5 seconds for your Xingqiu to press burst. Yelan isn't as bad, because for Yelan you only wait 2 seconds and not like 5. But it's still time you have to spend waiting. It's not worth it. In addition of the new level increase, choosing a character closer to C6 has higher value than anything less than C6. 6 mana is more value than a C3 Jin, for example. If you aren't gonna use either, then yeah, always. Because by choosing a C6 Jin, I immediately get a Masterless Stella Fortuna that I can use on any character, right? It's not that you need... It's not like I need to use it only on Jin. When I get C7 Jin, I can use it on anybody. While if I pick a C4D look, it does nothing, right? I just have a C4D look and I'm not gonna play him anyways. The level increasing is the talent level cap? No, it does not. It's just base stats. Just being higher level makes you deal more damage. And more reaction damage. Exactly how much more reaction damage we need to see, because the existing damage formula, if we just like apply level 100 to it, it will be 40% more damage by being on level 100, which is absolutely crazy. So crazy that I don't think it's gonna be the case. But we need to wait and see. Let's get more wood here. As it can apply that much Hydro? You don't need that much Hydro, like I said before. You just need some Hydro. Posture check. Sure, I can sit ever so slightly straighter. You cannot override Phoenix Infusion, yeah, so it doesn't matter. Even if you could, it would not be that big of a deal, because his normal attacks don't deal damage. His normal attacks just have a fancy animation. He swings around, scratching the enemy's backs. The only thing that really deals damage is his mini ult. Everything else in his kit is just there to get to the mini ult. Benny? Nah. I mean, the thing with Bennett is he might be good because you can play him anywhere. So this way your investment is not like locked into one kind of team. But it's not gonna be it's not gonna be anywhere as good as just leveling a DPS. Because like you do get more attack by leveling Bennett. Actually no, you don't. If you have like no attack percent, you would. Because Bennett gives more than 100% of his base attack. But a big part of that is already your weapon anyways, and then like it doesn't get afflicted by attack percent from your other characters. And also a big part of the level 100 damage bonus is just the fact that you are on level 100. You just deal more damage by being at a higher level. So if your Mavuika is level 90 but Bennett is level 100, you are missing out on that bonus, right? So the only reason to consider that would be because like it's investment you can easily move around. If a team is doing worse, you can put the level 100 Bennett there and get like 2% more damage. But instead maybe you would be getting like 7% more damage or something. Who will be worth leveling to 100? Mostly characters who focus on reaction damage. But once again, we need to see, because if it's actually 40% more Hyper Bloom damage, it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. And then every team like this will kinda almost need, I mean, we'll have to, it depends on content, because like, doesn't matter how much damage we can deal, it matters how much damage we need to deal to clear content, right? But yeah, so stuff like Shinobu or Raiden would be the best buffs then. Lauma? Nah, Lauma, unless you play in like a Nilu team, because Lauma is not gonna be the reaction trigger. So Lauma doesn't really benefit much. Are Laumacons good? Her C1 gives her healing, but like no damage. So if you need the healing to like build a better team, it can be nice. Let's go through. So yeah, C1 is just when you burst, right? Is it burst? No, it's when you use skill or burst, you heal. Is it that good? It will keep you alive. You won't die with this active, most likely, unless you get bursted from 100 to 0. But if you already have like Baiju, you would want to play him anyways. Because the biggest thing this would do is that instead of having to play Baiju, you could just play like a Nahida, but the difference between Baiju and Nahida is not nearly as big as you would think it is. Unless you have C2 Nahida. Because the biggest thing about Nahida is her Dendro up, but you already get all the Dendro up you need from Lauma. So you don't really need more Dendro just for application, right? And this only really matters mostly in Nilu teams, because in Nilu teams the blooms are gonna deal a lot of damage to you. In non-Nilu teams, you don't really care all that much. I mean, you want some sustain in every team. But yeah, like, if you own Baiju, probably a skip. If you don't, maybe you could consider this, because then you would have to play some more cope healers. Like, what, Yao Yao or something? Shido is pretty good, though. You get quite a lot more Bloom and Lunar Bloom damage. C2 especially good if you are planning to go for Nefer, and you want a stronger Nefer support. You only have Nahida and Kinich. I'm not sure exactly what her teams would look like without Baiju. So it's better to save the level thingy for future characters. I mean, the issue with thinking like this is that then you could just save them forever, because there will always be a stronger character on the horizon you can use it on. Okay, because we are talking about who you should use this on. So yeah, if reaction damage goes up by 40%, characters who actually deal reaction damage, and I don't mean like Lauma, because it actually won't affect, probably, it won't affect her lunar reaction, her lunar bloom damage from her skill. It only affects the reaction itself, and she's not gonna be the trigger. If you play Hyper Bloom team, you would want to level 100 the Electro character, right? So Raiden or Shinobu. But if they nerf the reaction damage increase, which I feel like they should, but we'll see, then picking other DPSs would be more like comparable. Your average character will get like a bit less than 10% more damage, just from having higher base stats and a higher level, right? Maybe like HP and defense scalers a bit more, and attack scalers a bit less, because attack scalers already have their weapon. Oh no! Wait, I can do this. Oh man, it flew away too far. So, if you don't, or like if the Hyper Bloom carries, I mean, it's gonna be good either way, right? To level a Hyper Bloom trigger. Even if they nerf the reaction damage, it's still gonna be a nice upgrade. But other than that, just whoever is your strongest DPS. Right? So probably the best characters to use this on right now would be like Mavuika and Skirk. But characters whose teams utilize reactions more are gonna be a bit more valuable. So even something like Overload teams, the extra overload damage could matter a bit. Lunar Charge teams, Flins and Inefa are gonna be like a bit better than average probably. Not sure exactly how much better. Maybe instead of 10% more damage, they're gonna be doing like 15 on average or something. But overall, just like strong DPSs. Sub DPS can also be okay, but usually they don't deal as much damage. Does only count towards Constellation 6 on 5-star characters? What do you mean? Because the way it works, right, I have C6 gene. If I get another gene, I get a Master Stella Fortuna, and I can use it on anybody. I can then use it on my Skirk to get her to level 95. Instantly. You don't need to level her afterwards. You just use the mat, bam, you are 95. And then you can use 2 more Master Stella Fortunas, so 2 more constellations on a gene, to go from 95 to 100. So if you have 3 Master Stella Fortunas, you can either go level 100 on 1 character, or 95 on 3 characters. And I'm wondering also how should I do this. I'm gonna get 5 instantly. 4 from the past, and 1 from the gene I'm gonna choose on the wish selector. And then once the 5-star constellation for free thingy comes to fruition, I'm gonna get 1 more gene, so it's gonna be 6. So do I get like Flint and Inefa to level 100? Do I wait for Columbina? Do I get Inefa and Flint to level 95 and then maybe as well like Raiden and whatever? I'm probably gonna get Inefa either way. Because Raiden might be a slightly better Bloom trigger than Inefa. Mostly because you kinda break Lauma's kid by playing Inefa in your team with Lauma. But I like Inefa more. And then I can also use her with Fleens. So yeah, probably either way I'm getting Inefa to 100. And the fact that she could work on multiple teams is also good. By multiple teams, I mean just like, yeah, Hyper Bloom Trigger or Fleens. Also, she's just one of my favorites. It's that simple. Okay, we have some quests that we can do. Oh, it's the dream thingy. You're thinking about getting Chongyun to level 100. That's a character. He deals damage. See, one thing you shouldn't do, unless you are going full for just like vibes and not for meta at all, do not level supports. Even if a support scales with like some of their stats, like Shenhe, leveling them more is a very tiny damage increase. Like sure, she's gonna have a bit more attack, but once again, most of the extra damage you get comes from the level itself, not really from the base stats. And then Shenhe only like buffs your other characters by a percentage of her attack, so it's even less. So just don't do that. If you want your team with Shenhe to be stronger, level up your Escoffier. I mean, Escoffier also wouldn't be ideal, but at least she deals damage, right? Or ideally your Shenhe or Ayaka. It's like not the Skerk or Ayaka, not the Shenhe. So on-field DPSs are usually best, then sub DPSs, and stay clear of supports and healers. And for the reaction-focused DPSs, especially Hyper Bloom triggers, we need to see exactly how much more damage they will deal. Because if we actually get 40% more damage, then it's kind of mandatory. For meta, it would be mandatory to pick a Hyper Bloom trigger. Also some swirl characters. Maybe stuff like... I mean, probably just Sucrose would be best. But even Aoife on level 100 would be kinda legit. Or Mizuki on level 100. If she gets 40% more swirl damage, that's a big buff. But you probably just level Sucrose and use her as a driver. Should we have multiple 7 plus copies of the C6 standard 5 stars as a low spender free to play? I mean, if you are a low spender, you are not free to play. But it's not supposed to be something everybody gets. It's just supposed to be like a consolation prize for pulling too much. Because actually, like when they were introducing this feature, they were actually kind of saying that Genshin doesn't really have much of an incentive to spend more money if you are already like clearing endgame. They did introduce Stygian Onslaught with the like limited skins that you need to clear every patch to keep. So there is that, and the bosses are gonna get like harder and more specific as the time goes on, so you will need new characters with new cons. But unless you are like a tryhard speedrunner, you can get by with very little. Like, you can clear Fearless without spending money, and then you can clear Dire by spending just a bit. I mean, just a bit. I still like swiping, but like, not giga swiping. You don't need C6s to clear Dire if you just want the skin. And if you already get some C6s, you can just keep using those. But this way, you have more incentive to spend money. Essentially, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to give more incentive to spend money. That was the goal of this change. But you still don't need to do that. Like, it's absolutely fine if you don't. The only thing you're missing out on is possibly the Dire limited skin. That's the content that this is like kind of balanced around. %40 of 40. Yeah, more or less. I mean, I'm not sure how much damage it will be. I never look at damage numbers themselves. I only... Like, even if I do some calcs, I care about the damage increases and not the damage numbers. But yeah, 40% of 40 is around 16-ish, yeah. Oh, Mona 2. Also, let me change my team, because this one is giga slow. Hello, Fat. Hello, Chaska main number 1. If you are a number 1 main of a character, you just level them to 100. Easy enough. Chaska would be a good choice either way, actually. Because you can deal... Wait, capture. Oh my god! What is happening? I'm smiling on the time. Oh, he just died in one hit. Huh? That guy is pretty lovely. What is happening here? Okay, we got him. I'm not sure what just happened. Let's do the squats. You're a Xiao main, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But yeah, I think either way I'm getting in FA. No matter what the damage formulas will be, she can be a Hyperbloom trigger if we actually do get 40% more Hyperbloom damage. And even if she's not, she's just a solid character that I really like. I'm thinking of level 100. Or should I do like 95 across 5 characters? Oh, there are balloons here. Yeah, it's very real. So next patch. There are two biggest things. Number 1, actually, let's open the thing. I guess I can open something like this. So, here. Whenever you get a C7 5-star character, so if you already have like C6 Diluc, and if you already have C6 Diluc and then pull him on standard, right? Instead of just getting 25 Star Glitter only, so 5 pulls and like bye-bye, good luck next time. Now we're also gonna get a Masterless Stella Fortuna. What the Masterless Stella Fortuna do is they allow you to get your character to level 95. You can use one Masterless Stella Fortuna to go to level 95 and 2 of them to go to level 100. So two more, so 3 in total. And you just use the Fortuna, you are immediately pushed to level 95. You don't need to actually like... It's not like you unlock the cap and then you need to spend mats to level, no. You are at level 90, use the Stella Fortuna, you are at level 95. Also, any C7 plus 5 stars you have gotten in the past, you will get the mats for them. So if I already got 10 genes in total across my whole history of playing Genshin, I will get 3 Stella Fortunas, Masterless Stella Fortunas for her, and then 1 more for the Mona that I also got C7. This will be mostly useful, most likely on characters who rely on transformative reactions, but we have to wait and see exactly how they do this, because if they just keep the damage formula as it is, for transformative reactions like Hyper Bloom, and just plug in level 100, then a level 100 Raiden would deal 40% more damage compared to level 90 Raiden as a Hyper Bloom trigger, which is kinda insane. For normal damage, it's gonna be like less than 10%, so it's not that big of a deal. It's like getting a few extra substats on an artifact, on your artifact sets, or getting a slightly better artifact set bonus than what you already have. It's not that big of a deal, but if it's actually 40, it's kinda insane, and probably it shouldn't be that much. And then one more thing that's kinda big. Is it here? No? So, starting from next version, there will be a new permanent event thingy. Do they show it anywhere here? They show it in here. So, every week, if at least 5 times, if on at least 5 days in that week you complete your dailies and spend some resin, so you just play Genshin at least 5 days per week, you will accumulate rewards in this To Temper Thyself and Journey Far event. And first you get some minor mats, you get a crown, you get a Sanctifying Elixir, you get a Dust of Enlightenment. But then if you do this 8 times, you get a constellation for a character of your choice. And now the choice is limited, but it includes every character, every 5-star from before 4.0, excluding Archons, Kazuha, Yelan, and Alhaitham. Everybody else you can pick. So you can pick like any of these characters, essentially. And you can get 1 free constellation for any of them. And after this is done, it will like keep going. It's not a one-time thing where you do this once and it's over. It will stay like forever. It will be repeating. And on average, we'll be able to get 4 constellations per week. Mavuka is not from before 4.0. But maybe, but she's an Archon, so she'll probably never be there. Because Venti isn't there either. So no, you will never get C2 Mavuika. No, 4 cons per year. Per year. You do weekly, you just have to play the game weekly to get the rewards, eventually you get a constellation and then it like resets. But yeah, you can only pick every character once. So you cannot just pick Wanderer 4 times to have C4 Wanderer. After you pick him once, he will not be available again. You also need to already own the character. So you cannot pick, you cannot get a new character from this event. You can only get a constellation. But probably the most useful, the best use for this will be to just pick characters you already have at C6 to get more Masterless Stella Fortuna, to get more levels on your characters. That's gonna be what I do. Maybe, like, if I run out of C6 characters to pick, eventually, I'm probably gonna get, like, a click on. Just for the sake of it. But yeah, first I'm gonna pick all the characters that are at the highest constellation. starting from the C6s and then going down from there. Now, Mavwika will never be there because she's an Archon, I already told you. Archons are not, even Venti isn't there. No Archons are in the pool. Right now, the pool of characters... Are you trolling, man? The characters you can choose include all the 5 stars from 4.0, excluding Archons, Kazuha, Yelan, and Alhaitham. So these you cannot pick. You can't pick these. But you can pick anybody else from before 4.0. So, no, Mavwika will most likely never be there. For characters afterwards, they will probably add them eventually. I don't crash. They will probably add characters like Ryodesley, Linne, Chiori, stuff like that. They will add them eventually. Once again, no Furina, most likely no Nuvilet ever. But for now, from before 4.0 only. But I'm expecting next year they will add all of Fontaine minus Nuvilet and Furina. Maybe they will exclude somebody else. Who from Fontaine has like surprisingly good constellations? Oh yeah, Arlecchino would be excluded as well. Yeah, they would exclude Nuvilet, Furina, and Arlecchino. And then everybody else I feel like is fair game from Fontaine. Their cons would not be that big of a deal. They could exclude Ryodesley, because he has a good C1. But it's overrated anyways, it's not like that amazing. And then Skerk exists. So, yeah. Xianyun. C2 is good. And C1 is good for Stygian Onslaught as well. Extra energy. So they could exclude her as well, I guess. Pretty decent cons. They especially like excluding characters who just get double skill use. Because both Kazuha and Yelan, their C1s are use your skill twice. Extra charge on skill. And then Xianyun also has that con, so she might also be excluded. But like Linne, Navia... Chiori has a good C1 as well. What's the point of excluding outdated characters? I mean, for Kazuha and Yelan, they are still being used. And they actually have strong cons. I mean, Natlan is coming no sooner than in 2 more years. I'm just gonna ignore that. But yeah, so Kazuha C1 is pretty bad actually. But C2 is crazy. 200 EM for the whole team. That's a lot of EM. Makes him the best Anemo character in like every team pretty much. And then Yelan, lowering Yelan's ER requirements is pretty big as well. Especially in Stygian Onslaught. I mean, Furina will not be useful in any new teams. Unless, I mean, she could be useful with stuff like Varka. Characters that are not from Notcry, she could be useful there. But for any Notcry characters, so Lauma, Flins, any Columbina teams, probably, Nefer, right? With those characters, Furina is gonna be pretty useless. Because she buffs damage bonus, and damage bonus is not good for lunar reactions. And I would not be surprised if some of the other characters, maybe for example, because if Nefer, Lauma, Flins, Inefa, and Columbina, and maybe Yahoda, if they are our only Notcry natives, that's kinda not that many. And we already know that Aino doesn't give us any new reactions. Then Flins and Inefa are the same reaction, and then Lauma and Nefer are the same reaction. And then there is only Yahoda left. So I feel like some of the other characters, there will either be like more Notcry characters we haven't seen yet, kinda like Varesa in Natlan, or some of the characters we have seen will be unexpectedly from Notcry, or like unexpectedly they will have moon wheels instead of visions. Or maybe the mages, because the thing about the reactions is that when a character has a moon wheel, No, we don't know where Nefer is from, but we know that she has a moon wheel. So the thing about the moon wheels is that they tap into a purer form of elemental energy, and that's why you get better reactions, or like different reactions. So the witches, they're probably not gonna need a vision. So Nicole and Alice, they probably do not even need a vision, and they could utilize the Kuvahiki or whatever the purer elemental power is. They could utilize it directly. So they could have access to lunar reactions just because they want to. Varka physical DPS is very likely? Nah, like 1%, man. Very unlikely, I would say. Physical is just not fun. Physical is just bad. Bad and in like a boring way. Touch, touch. Oh, wait, what? I'm getting beaten up by slimes. Let me move. Everyone that has to do with Varka is physical. Like, yeah, like Jean, like Kaya, like Albedo and Klee. Yes, yes, yes. Alice is physical as well, of course, because, you know, he has friends. And Venti. Venti is physical as well. I mean, they all have to do with Varka. You can't really get closer to Varka than Jean. And pretty much everybody at the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah.
But yeah, outside of Mika, who was like a bad attempt at trying to revive physical, at trying to revive Yula more specifically, we haven't really gotten anything physical almost ever. They have realized that physical was a bad idea in the first place. Doesn't she have a physical DPS ability? No, she doesn't. So yeah, Varka being physical, very unlikely. The throw, it's 4 damage, which deals like true damage. Like sure, the number is wide, but it's not physical damage. It's just percent max HP damage. It doesn't scale with any bonus. Okay, so what were we doing here? Investigate the issue with the flower fields. Oh! Okay, I guess I go further. No, I don't. Wait, do I have to use this? Dream Extractor? I mean, physical is just inherently, it has to be boring no matter what. Like, some characters that use elements can still end up in pretty boring teams with like no significant reactions. Like if you play main DPS Wanderer, you are not really focused on reactions at all, right? You just spam attacks and play buffers that just give you more damage. So a character that this elemental damage can still end up being kinda boring. But physical has to be boring. Physical doesn't interact with anything really. Like sure, you can proc Superconduct to lower the enemy resistance, but that's just if you want that, just play a Chevreuse team. Physical is just elementless, and the thing about Genshin's combat is that it's all about the elements. So we do not want elementless damage in an elemental combat system. They did say that more lunar reactions are coming. Because the way, I mean, they didn't exactly say that there will be more after the Lunar Bloom and Lunar Charge, but the way they talked about it in the live stream, it seems like there should be more. And I really hope there is. There was a leak saying that all the lunar reactions are only hydro related. I hope that's not true. That would only leave like freeze and possibly vape, which is giving like overload or superconduct some rework. Not be much cooler. Superconduct actually doing something could nicely revitalize Cryo outside of just Skerk free steams. What are some of the other new things? I mean, they showed a bunch of stuff from the like next quest. If you want to know that, you can just watch the videos. In the select, I don't know. Yes, everybody gets a free Mavuika. We'll be able to spend resin more efficiently and at domains. So when you're in a domain, right now you can spend 20 resin or you can use a condensed resin or a fragile directly, starting from like this patch. But next patch, you will be able to use 40 resin directly without having to condense it first. So you clear a domain, you just use 40 resin, you spend 40 BAM, you get rewards for like 2 runs. And condensed resin will instead become the cost of condensed resin will be 60. So now if you condense it will be 60, and then if you use that condensed resin, you will get 3 times the rewards. Because, you know, it's 3 times the cost. So now we'll be able to condense 300 resin in total, 60 times 5. Instead of 200. So that's cool. Also, if you are a swiper, you will be able to spend Primogems directly at a domain, instead of having to first buy resin. Because right now, if you want to spend your Primogems on resin, you first spend 50 to get 60 resin, and then you have to use this resin in a domain. But now you'll be able to, at a reward selection screen, you'll just be able to pay 50 Primogems to get 3 times the rewards, because, you know, 60 resin. So yeah, whenever there is a new... I'm not sure if like it's only new character releases or every banner ever. But you will, for the first week of a new character releasing, you will be able to farm any talents and any weapon mats. Also, whenever you get an artifact, if it's a 3-liner, you will be able to preview the 4th stat. You will just see what it will roll into at +4. Why not make it permanent? One issue is that there would just be like a lot of like it's easy to pick the wrong mat. I mean, I guess it's not much harder to do to like farm on the wrong day now. But like in the past, during those like the double events where everything is unlocked, I think I have selected the wrong mat once or twice. There's like a billion different options in a domain. One easy way to solve this would be to hide all the lower levels, just show the highest level only, and there's like 3 options. But right now they show like 5 levels of like 3 mats each, and that's like 20 different, or like, yeah, there is just like a lot of different stages you can challenge, and it's confusing. Also, co-op could be one reason. What other Hoyo gachas don't have that Genshin does is co-op. And if there are 20 different stages you can pick in a domain, that's people being spread across 20 different searching pools, right? So if you are actually farming something pretty niche, would be harder to find other people to co-op with. If there's only one mat available, it's more likely that people will just farm that only on that day, and it's maybe easier to find somebody. The original purpose of this, of the day limit on like which day of the week each book happens, was to get people to log in more often, right? If it's Monday but your character needs a Tuesday mat, you will log in on Tuesday as well. And if you already logged in, like this is the toughest barrier they need to like break, right? If somebody logs in, then it's super easy for them to do more stuff and get more engaged into the game and grow to like it more as well. But if somebody doesn't feel the need to log in, then they won't, and they won't do anything else in the game. So that's why they did this in the first place. And I guess now they make it limited still to get people to log in during that new banner period, right? It's like, oh, a new character came out. I didn't even plan on pulling for them, but now the domains are open. I will log in now, and maybe then they just like have second thoughts and maybe pull on the banner or something. I mean, the other games just release 3 times the characters, so they give more pull so that you can keep up. The pull income is in Genshin is like proportional just to the number of characters we receive. Also, Genshin actually has 4 stars, and that can be pretty good. Stuff like Yansan. From the like more recent ones, and of course everything from 1.0. The beginning of the level cap increase. We'll have to see, because like just giving us the ability to become stronger it's never a bad thing. It can only be a bad thing if then the power creep increases more. Like if suddenly, because like HP levels in endgame increase anyways over time. They always have, they always will. But if suddenly there is like a bigger jump, because suddenly all characters can deal 10% more damage at level 100, then that can be an issue, right? If suddenly you fall off faster because you didn't level your character to 100. But if the damage expectations stay at like a similar level as in the past, at least relative to new characters that are being released, then this will just allow you to use your older characters more, because now you can push your older character to like be closer to the newer ones. Now you can level up your Xiao to 100, and he will not be like 40% worse than a new DPS, just 30% worse. And that's a good thing. But then you can level up a new DPS instead, and then that's... we'll need to see. Why they release it exactly now? I mean, they just came up with that and thought it's a good idea. We got a system like this in Star Rail, but instead of a level cap break, you just get characters from a shop. So it's kind of in Star Rail, it's kind of like the free constellations thing you have in Genshin, kind of merged with the level cap. So in Star Rail, when you get a C7 character, you get a material. When you get 2 of them, you get a bigger material that you can spend in a shop where you can buy character copies. Or it's like you can just buy characters in the shop, 5-star, limited 5 stars included. But there are only 2 of them so far. But there is no limit as to how many you can buy at least. How will the new IT work? You just need more characters and you like have some more stages. But the new stages are gonna be like separate, so you can re-challenge them without having to do the whole IT first. I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure about the characters you can use. I think it's just like leftovers from your IT run, but I'm not exactly sure. And then the main reward, you get some more Primogems for clearing the new difficulty, but you also get trading cards. They don't do anything, they just look pretty. But I think depending on which characters you use, you get different cards, and you can trade them with others. $28 to $34, maybe like that. Wait, they show it somewhere. But I don't think... Is it in the...
In version Luna 1, to temper thyself and travel far. The
in this like summary thingy? If anything, it's earlier.
5 days a week across a 12-week period, or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can...
A weapon received a drop rate boost. The corresponding
It
talent
might not be
material
here at all,
and weapons
actually.
domains will be open every day for the next 7 days.
It might only be in the
Second,
big
on top of
stream.
free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60. And here's another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches their
Yeah, it was in the live stream, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna look for it in a 2-hour-long live stream. $20 to $32. Yeah, that sounds correct. They do need to release more characters of the like nicher elements. Dendrogeo. Because when we get if we ever get a Dendrogeo, if we ever get a Dendrogeo theater, it will be rough for a lot of people. The level requirement is still 70. Yeah, the requirements are the same. What elements can be used next theater? I think it's Hydro Electro and something. I mean, it's just an extension of the existing theater. So it's Hydro, Electro, and Geo. Right? Because this is what's live. Actually, no, wait. This is the next one. Oh yeah, because this is September. So it's actually Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro. And then the next one in October will be Electro. So yeah, the Pyro, Hydro, Dendro. Although this will not have the new stuff, right? Some people don't even have 32 characters. I mean, then it's just not a mode for you. It's that simple. You don't need to clear all the endgame. You are not expected to clear all the endgame if you are new. Or if you skipped an entire region of characters or something. Like, you are free to skip every Natlan DPS, but then don't complain when you cannot beat the endgame after not pulling DPSs for a year. And it's not a bad thing, like, you can just skip the endgame, it's fine. You saved by not pulling for the characters. Anyways. I mean, that's just like what some people say. Right? So I'm not exactly saying that, like, this is what you said, but some people are mad when there is endgame they cannot clear. Or they are mad that, oh, there exist bosses that are weak to Natlan DPSs when they didn't pull any, but it's like, just pull them. Just like, you could have pulled anybody, nobody prevented you. And if you didn't pull, you are not getting the rewards for this endgame, but you saved Primos to pull later. There will be cool cosmetics, but there will be Primogems as well. I think it will be 200 more Primogems per month if you clear the newer difficulty, which I think it's only from the 6.01, right? So I think this 5.8b, this will not include the new difficulty, only the one that will begin in October. So yeah, 200 Primos, maybe some extra bats, whatever, I'm not exactly sure, and we'll get new cards. We'll get like trading cards. They don't do anything, they just look pretty. And I think it depends on which characters you use. I think the characters you use will influence which card you get. And then you can trade cards with others. And then you can complete your collection. There'll probably be some achievements for that. Not sure if there will be like some Primogem rewards for completing the collection. Or just like 5 Primos for an achievement. But yeah. Okay, let me go further with this quest. The pollen in this dream extractor is super pure. Perfect, which means that the last flower was definitely the contaminated one. Let's power through and finish up the last 2 flower fields. What? Woof woof woof. I am Sir Woofington Brianus, Knight of the Realm. Pray tell, what names do you bear? Just call me Jan. Oh, well met, Sir Jan. What brings you hither? I am looking for the flowers you are guarding. As I feared, alas, I have sworn my blade to forbid outsiders from approaching my squire and maiden. So, there are 2 flowers? Well, biologically speaking, each blue blossom has both a stamen and a pistil, yes? So, technically, a single flower is both squire and maiden at the same time. That's oddly progressive. Oof, did you just call flowers progressive? I'll have you know they predate the very concept. Well then, Serian, it has been a pleasure, but my sworn duty calls, have at thee. Sir Brianus challenges you to a duel. You swing your sword at the big dog and poof, it vanishes. What are you using your sword for? Wait, is that the bad one? Meow. You can't fool me with an illusion, taste my blade! Pew! That was fast. Oh wait, there's another one that's bad? Oink oink, oink oink. You're an illusion, aren't you? Take this! Oink oink! You swing at the forest board, it gives a loud squeal and then collapses. Oh my god, we just killed him. It's just a little piggy! I murdered the pig. There are 3 bad flowers in that field, but I'm almost acting a little strange. You're okay, right? Just pollen-induced hallucinations, no big deal. Hallucinations? Then there is no need to worry. It's common for bulbosoms to release hallucinogenic pollens as a defense mechanism. They must have been especially reactive to you. Pamiętaj, I couldn't see what you were seeing because the pollen doesn't affect us in the same way. Are there any other symptoms? No, not yet anyway. Alright, you know yourself best, but if anything starts to feel off, please let me know immediately. Let's finish up the last field in one go. Oops, Paimon said something. Whoa! Let us melt together like sweet honey. The Lord of Crossroads raises the baton. Onwards floats the boat to the golden moon. The smoldering treasure lie at the crossroads, beneath the silver moon. The scrolling treasures lie beneath the light of the false moon. Wait, that's like some Notcry lore or something? Ho 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 ho! Oh yeah, I forgot about the... Forgot about that. So we got a new trailer for Honkai Nexus Anima. They chose the worst timing to do this, by the way. Like, why would they release this today when we get the Genshin livestream? But yeah, it looks super cute. So there are 2 trailers, and then there is a website. Actually, let's watch the other one first. This is like in-game footage. Yeah, let's watch this first. And the other is like a promotional video. Actually, they don't talk here, so I can stay low. Wait, I need to mute the game though. Wait. Let's do this first. Farewell, Child of the Stars. Should we not meet again in this nation, I shall await you in another. Tarry not, oh tarry not. A dizzying wave rises with the thick, sticky sweetness of the flowers. By the time your senses return, Paimon is already hovering nervously around you. Are you alright? We found the flower. You're totally spaced out. Wait, yeah, I cannot... Oh, wait. Oh, I can mute the game from here. They added this like dispatch or something. Okay, yeah, we can watch this now. So this is how the game looks. You can explore a town, you can use your pets to move around. So when it comes to the freedom of movement, it's like between Genshin and like Star Rail. They have never shown a character jumping. Actually, no, we can jump. Oh yeah, we jumped like right here, so we can jump in this game. Yeah, so exploration should be pretty fun here, and you can use your different creatures, the different anima, to like ride on them or fly on them or whatever. So it looks cool. The vibe is nice. Way more chill. And yeah, I mean, either you pull for character and anima combo. Anima are the like Pokemon, right? Or you get the anima from exploring, and then you just pull for characters. It's gonna be strange. Like, I wonder how they do this. Because one of the biggest draws about, because the combat in this game is like TFT, so like the Bang Boo event in Zenless right now. But one of the biggest draws of systems like that is the PvP. But if you can use gacha pools in the fight. Oh yeah, there is character customization, which is cool. Then there can't really be PvP, and Hoyo knows that. So either there is no PvP, or somehow the PvP will be like limited. I don't know. Or maybe the mons you get are like free to choose anything. I don't know. A lot of them are food based. Pretty much everything right now is either based on an animal or food, or both. There's a Boba penguin. He has like these little balls. And there's like a donut raccoon. And there appear to be like a lot of different minigames. But yeah, here is... Actually no, first we like eat something. There will be combat shown in a second. Oh yeah. So the combat pretty TFT like, but you gotta use the monster like, so there are different bonuses for using characters of like similar types, right? Just like in TFT. But there is no way you buy these guys from a random shop. Like those would be the mons you already have pulled. You can use, or actually here you can see that you can use 3 characters in a team, 3 people, but you can use a bunch of the anima. Not sure exactly how this will work. Yeah, then just like auto battle. Oh, you get like a little chibi version of your character here in the corner. Pretty cute. And yeah, here after the fight, she captures the bunny. So it appears that you can get the mons just by exploring, but is it gonna be like always a thing? What do you pull for? Like, what is the gacha? We don't know yet. We don't know what the gacha is in this gacha game. And you can choose like random buffs. So mechanics like this still exist. And there is a shop. But what do you buy in this shop? I don't know either. I mean, it would be cool if it wasn't gacha and you would just pull for like cosmetics, kind of like TFT. They could go that way. They don't need to make every game gacha. Okay, we'll watch the other trailer in a second, but I will take a quick bathroom break first, and then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Isn't Genshin gonna have another mode? Yeah, I actually remembered about this while I was in the bathroom. When people were asking what they reveal in the live stream. Yeah, there's a whole new game within Genshin where people can create like anything. But yeah, first let's just watch also this trailer. So it looks like the characters we will be like pulling or getting, it's gonna be like character plus anima combo. So it's like this girl, and she has this funky donkey. Cause this is Honkai Nexus Anima, the new Hoyo game. Coming out probably like next year-ish. There were way too many news today, man. There's also a website. Is there like a link here? No. Wait, so give me a sec. So they also have a website. You can pre-register for the... Like you can register for the beta. Wait, I have to... That's a bit too loud. Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it is. So you can pre-register for the upcoming beta test. What is the period? I already filled this out. This is just the video, right? Yeah. Because the beta is gonna probably start at the end of the beta sign-up period. It's gonna be like a couple months, I think, even. But yeah, like within a couple months at most, like a couple weeks to a couple months, we should get the first beta test. And then, I don't know. But yeah, there is a bunch of these different guys. They're called anima. And they have like an aspect and a trait. The aspects are kind of fun. So this is like, the aspect is like the primary type. And then the trait is just like a secondary type in a way. And we have types like satiation, hate, light, memory, light again, dark, love, satiation, that's again war, and the symbol is a gun, change, beauty, hate, peace, right, is the left, insatiability, competition, and a bunch of them, they're either animals or food, mostly. Regret is an aspect. So that's interesting. Competition. And for some reason they have like an energy trait. 29 joules? What is it 29 joules? Like the energy I get when I eat them or what? His type is weakness. That's cool. Pride. And then they have the characters. So there are like, they split them in three types. So there will be lore to this. It's not just like all nice and happy and whatever. There is some lore about like sovereigns and the Sundering, which is apparently a Honkai eruption, because it's a Honkai Nexus anima. And apparently in Chinese, Sundering is just a Honkai eruption. Like literally it says Honkai eruption, and here they translate this as Sundering. But it's like a world ender. He defeated them 7 times, destroying them twice. And then this guy is called Kumyo Kyo. The fourth sovereign, master of reality and illusion. He vanished after the Sundering. He kind of looks like Ether. And he could be the KK from the character introduction of the Traveler back in 1.0. A mysterious KK like said some lines about the Traveler. And this could be him. I feel like the similar look is not a coincidence. Then like whatever this is. Armand, Apeiron. Then you have Novarks, which are also like they master like they are a master of one of the aspects, or sometimes even two. Oh no, Novarks are of one, so they're kind of like Archons, I think. And then there is Blade. Hello, the 22nd Novark and master of the plane known as the Peak. One of the Phoenix Breaker Novarks. He's searching for the missing 11th Sovereign, who apparently is Kafka, the 11th Sovereign. Parayaya, Sir Champion. And then we have the other characters. Nanafei, Hua, Casio Rolex, Maple Manibel. And here they are always with like one. Oh yeah, also Kiana, hello. And they are always portrayed with one pet. But I'm not sure exactly what the pet to character connection is. So you can explore the world. Doesn't really say anything. Duel, exhilarating battle awaits. Uncover hidden truths together with old allies and new friends. Oh, this guy is cute. Nah, Blade is actually pretty good right now. In Star Rail. He's the best 1.x DPS right now. And by quite a bit actually. Oh, and then the UGC. There is more. But wait, there is more. So I didn't even mention it in the little video. But there's a separate video for this. Yeah, Miliastra Wonderland. So the beta, but I think an open beta, so anybody can participate, of Miliastra Wonderland will come out in Luna 2. So 6.1 kinda. And yeah, this is a mode where anybody can create whatever games they want. And there is Overcooked, there is Tower Defense. There is Rocket League. Whatever this is. Fall Guys. Some like Path of Exile. There is a third-person shooter. And okay, you can create anything you want here. And play the games others have created. It seems like really the sky is the limit. You can use all the like assets from Genshin, and then there's like a Scratch-like programming interface thingy to make things interact with each other. And people use customizable characters. Not sure how money will work in that game. Not sure how money is involved in that. But they said something about the creators also getting some money. I think in Roblox people also can get paid for the games they create, but how I have no idea how Roblox works actually. But it might be similar to that. What do people spend money on there? Do you spend money on like skins or what? But then people are getting paid for the games they make somehow. What are you saying stuff again? Let's use the dream extractor first. I am fine. Well, as long as you're okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Atili, we found the weird flower you mentioned, but something's off with Jan. Any ideas? I'm fine, just a little lightheaded. Did you see anything over there? Some kind of dangerous hallucination? You described the hallucination you saw to Atsili. The Papa Witch Doctor's prank. What's that? It's an old tale passed down among shamans and brewers. They say Papa Witch Doctor guides the spirits of those who are unlucky and then die in glorious battle. He is the kind of twisted spirit who treats fear like a game, always crafting eerie nightmares to toy with the living who catch his eye. Anyway, let me look you over, Jan. You should be mostly fine. Alright, no need to worry. Seems like Jan just inhaled too much of the hallucinogenic pollen. You might feel dizzy for a bit, but it's nothing serious. I see. But if any long-lasting effects cause brain damage and drop your intelligence, well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. Thank you very much, Kulnia, for watching. See you tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I won't be streaming. Tomorrow will be the rare day where I'm not live. So you can see me the day after tomorrow. Actually, I'm not 100% sure about Sunday either. Depends when I return home. Because I won't be at home tomorrow to stream, unfortunately. I'll be returning home Sunday, but I'm not sure when. And then Monday will be fine for sure. Regular schedule. Just kidding, now let me finish up the last step here. But I really carefully push the freshly gathered nectar. Man, how was I supposed to read all that? Let's see, purities, impure sediments, toxicity levels, all within acceptable levels. Whew, we are finally done! Thanks so much for your help, here's your reward. Yay, thanks! Ah, wait a moment, we are not done yet. I'm about to start mixing my special sweet dream brew, and I would love for you to come by and help me out with your clairvoyance again. Looks like we might have results by tomorrow, so see you then. Who knows, maybe I'll even name the new drink after you. I will also answer those questions you had earlier, so don't forget to come over. Is it 24 hours or is it... Oh yeah, it is 24 hours. I can't wait because the time is too small. I can actually just like sit there. It's gonna be funnier. Maybe see some chest? Oh, nothing around. No way there's nothing around, man. I maxed out this whole area? Oh, here we go. Time has passed. She works fast! Remember that sweet dream brew I mentioned? Well, I've got some great news for you. After a full day of work, I finally perfected the recipe. Congratulations! Full day of work. It's been half an hour. And you lucky too get to be my first customers. Don't worry about paying, I will put it on my sister's tab. Yippee, free drinks! Wait, hold on, you're just telling us we are your test subjects. Of course, aren't you honored? Not at all. You promised to explain the secret behind it. Alright, I did, didn't I? First off, I have to warn you, the Brew Blossom extract is highly toxic. But after repeated distillations, I have reduced the toxicity to a level that is tolerable for normal people. By tolerable, I mean to say that a normal person will die within about, 5 seconds. When they die, their soul will wander through a place where the mortal realm and the land of the dead overlap. I guess that's a good enough explanation. Which part of die within 5 seconds sounds tolerable to you? So you're saying drinking it will kill me. It's not true death per se, because your body will continue to function normally. Unless you get so lost in the dreamscape that you forget to come back. Then my sister and I would have to deal with a still breathing corpse. Hey, so this isn't safe to drink at all, is it? Don't you worry, before you all got here I tested it out on myself. Rest assured, I added glowing horn shroom to the spiciest brilliant chrysanthemums I could get my hands on. The glowing horn shrooms light the way for the soul back to the body, and the brilliant chrysanthemums' wicked kick snaps your senses awake, pulling you right back into, well, you. So when you drink it, you won't even notice you've died once. I'm not exaggerating, trust me. So, wanna try? Or are you a chicken? That's nothing, I've died more times than I can count. Give Paimon one too. She's not going to let you show off on your own. Ha, no worries, there is plenty for both of you. Here are 2 cups of sweet dream brew. Then a hazy dream. Wow, mi zidą, mita dada, jaja dada, mowo dada. Ola, mosi mita yo, sada mimi dada, sada domu dada. Yo jadala? I'm your friend and you're my friend, we are all good friends. Ah, mi zidą, mita dada. Sado, yo beru, mimi beru? What are you talking about? You're the one who started speaking our language. Sama, mito, ja upadala? Ja upadala? There is treasure up there, let's go dig it up. The treasure is right here, let's share it. Mimi mani, mimi mosi, mimi muhe. Mimi muhe. Yay, treasure. Mosi mita, mita dada, ha 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 ha. What is happening? Unta dada, jojo upa, nunu beru valo jojo. So how is my sweet dream brew? Tasty? Paimon's head hurts so bad. Jan, are you okay? I don't see the dialogue from before. We dreamed we were digging treasure with villagers? It's hard to explain. By the way, were we dead for a long time? Yep, and I've been dead for a long time too. Eh? Haha, just kidding. You're only out for a few seconds. I was worried it wouldn't work at all. Good thing it did. Now please tell me everything you saw in your dream. I will write it all down. We'll try. You and Pion piece together the bizarre dreamscape as Madai Atsili does something. Ha, that was great, it was total nonsense, but overall, what a fun dream it must have been. But why villagers? That's strange. Well, leave that mystery to me and my sister, here is your reward. So you're really planning to sell this strange drink? Oh, we're still a long way off from actually selling it. I still need to test it on more people with different constitutions. Once you leave this place, you probably won't see our brew on shelves for quite a while. Phew, that's a bit of a relief. Its effects are kinda strong. Strong and strange. Alright, I get it. Now that the experiment's over, you are free to go. If you feel sick or experience any more side effects, do come find me. Will do. What was that tape, man? Can we mark this achievement? Paititi in your dreams. Okay, so I finished all the quests I have had. But there is still more. There might be quests I haven't found. Or just like different objectives that aren't really quests that I have not found. I could either walk around spamming Z, or I could look up achievements and just complete achievements as I go, like one by one. Probably that. I'll get more water first. Wait, have I used my transient? I said I wanted to use it, but did I actually use it? I'm pretty sure I did. So, we've got 12 achievements, or 10 realistically, because I'm not doing these two. Best easy come and easy go in the Easy Breeze Speed Champions Tournament. So yeah, let's just look this up. Oh, not Genshin. I mean, Genshin is fine as well, actually. We should do Genshin as well. Here's Easy Breeze Speed Champions Tournament. Talk to Kinoa. So yeah, that's all we need to know, realistically. But yeah, let's do Genshin though. Yeah, none of the characters that we cannot pick. Such a shame that they excluded Kazuha, man. I could pick C2 Kazuha because I already have C1. And then I could skip the Sucrose. I mean, I already leveled her. But Seito Kazuha would be better than Sucrose, probably, surely. Okay, above 2.7, nothing in common with Yelan. Nahida. Actually, doesn't Nahida use this boss? No, I think she... Yeah, she uses Scaramouche. A 3.2 character. Who was alongside Nahida? So, 3.0, Tinari, Kolei, Dendro MC, Dori. 3.1, Sinnoh and Nilou. And maybe a fourth I'm forgetting. 3.2, Nahida, and Nahida was later. Baju was way later. Not Candice because she's Hydro. But she came out either 3.1 or 3.2. So this would have fit if not for the non-Hydro. Sinnoh I'm pretty sure was 3.1. But I might click him if I don't come up with anything better. Dori was 3.0. It could have been Layla. You know what? I'm gonna go Layla. Nice, it was Layla. But wait, who else was limited in 3.2? Or was there nobody else? Oh yeah, it was only Nahida. Cause I'm pretty sure both of these were 3.1 and just Nahida in 3.2. And Wanderer was 3.3 then. Yeah. Huh, you and I are both travelers from another world. That our paths have crossed here is no accident, but the will of fate. Is it? Aloy? No. Skerk. No. Oh, it's official, man. It's official.
私とあなたは異世界の旅人同士としてここで出会った。間違いない。きっとこれは運命の意志よ。
Yeah. This looks not Lenian. I'm gonna go like Kinich. Is it Chlorine? Like her burst? Yeah, it is. And finally emojis. Trumpet. Or like horn or whatever this is. Wait, what? I don't know, like Gorokus is a general? What is this? Is this just like a random track? Wait, what does this represent even? What is this emoji? I don't wait. Yesterday when I... Oh yeah, here we go. Oh shoot, I can preview the following emojis. I can cheat actually by looking here, but I just want to see what this emoji is. Delivery track. Which you can see the next two as well. But yeah, it's Kirara. And then the final one is it's cut box. Why the horn? I have no idea why this. Zero idea. Surely it's Shuei this time. Spilix is just waiting. Just waiting in the darkness until I start playing the Star Rail Genshin and it's Shuei. Okay, it's probably like Firefly. No. Still way above 2.3. It's like what, midday? Wait, who else came from this faction? Finon. Huh, fine. That's a pretty fresh character. I'm pretty sure this got an update recently to start adding more recent characters. Because I noticed in Zenless as well that newer characters came out, but when I looked on the like Twitter, there was nothing about it. So maybe not. As my injuries are serious, I try my best not to bother Natasha. Too many people need her help, they shouldn't have to suffer from my carelessness. I feel like it's Luca. Yeah. Ability? Camping every stream just to say it's Shuei. Is this like a dragon? Or just a swirly? I think just a swirly. I'm gonna go Dunhing anyways. Yeah, it wasn't it. So, maybe it's something windy. So like Fei Xiao is one of the only windy characters. Wait. Oh, it's Nambi. It's Topaz. Yeah. Hand. Hand? Hand. Is there a character with an unusual focus on their hands? Or maybe it's somebody who cannot count to 5, I don't know, let's just click hook. Black Swan. Why the hand? Oh, because she has hands in her bed, in her ult. Okay, sure. Okay. Oh no, there is one thing in common. So this could be like Lycon. Probably Sokeku. No. Hugo then. Yeah, they added 2 days in a row characters from like 1.7, and I don't think I got anybody from 1.5 or later before. Also, win streak 100. Nice. I don't... Wait, have I ever lost here? I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, 99.16 win percentage. I did lose after like 19 games. I made some mistakes back then. Now I have like a more... Now I know what I'm doing a bit more than in the past. Okay, so where do they have to go? Slightly above... here and go like there. Also, we can just spam Z along the way to grab stuff around. Because I kinda ignored as much as I could have when I first came here. Because I just wanted to do the event ASAP. And yeah, there is a bunch of chests. Yeah, probably I'm missing most of the exploration in this like beginning area. Because I have like, what, 70%? 81 actually. Oh yeah, I went until I hit 80 last time. That was the thing I did. Also, by the way, have I done the test runs? No. But it's 10 days still, I don't need to do them today. It's fine. Okay, what are we doing here? Do I need to find their outfits? Oh, shoot, 2 more? Oh, and yeah, the chest is now available. Can I check your Nahida? You're also trying to get triple EM on Shinobu. You just started the farming process. Okay, let's see. Got level 90. Talent levels. Yeah, 9 here for a bit more damage from Nahida. Sure. Yep. Stack frags. Just an EM stick. Sure. If you don't have anything better, it gives a bunch of EM. And yeah, I mean, there aren't really many other better options unless you have like Hersig or something, which isn't really that good anyways. So yeah, just getting a weapon that gives you EM is fine. Then you just went EM, EM, EM. Usually, because there are 2 options, mainly for Nahida teams. Either she is just the Dendro applier in a Bloom team, in like a Hyper Bloom team, and then she actually doesn't deal any reaction damage. Or she is played in a Quicken team, and then she can spread. But in either scenario, full EM isn't really perfect. Because if she's not, because she does get crit rate based on her EM, and she also gets like some direct EM scaling. But having some damage bonus or crit by herself can also help. I guess one thing that does help is that her burst, when she bursts, she has a talent that when she bursts, she will buff the active character's EM based on 25%, I think it is, of the EM of the character who has the most EM in the team. So essentially you want somebody in the team to have 1000 EM. And if it's Nahida, then that's fine. Yeah, then actually just stacking EM on her is gonna be best, if she has the highest EM in the team. Even if you lose some personal damage on her, it's not really all that important. It's okay. So, yeah. You don't really need much ER. You could try picking pieces with some more EM on the Flower Feather, but those are fine. Like, it's okay. And for piece put somebody in your team needs it. Might as well slap it on Nahida. So yeah, she works. For Shinobu, you'll definitely want to level 90 her ASAP. Way bigger damage increase than levels, than EM. First level, and then get more EM. Will be the priority. And also, it's okay to just play random pieces for now. You don't need to play 4-piece flower. You can play like just the 2-piece for 80 EM. And then eventually, as you get more pieces on the set, you can transition to playing 4-piece flower. But for now, just slap full EM on her and worry about sets later. This bonus is not all that huge, but having EM main stats, more important. So yeah, first level to 90, then get full EM, then get a set bonus eventually. Like I've always said, first you get the main stats, and then you worry about the set. It's true for almost every character. The background is a bit bland, especially the balloons. I'm gonna use the 3 unlockable colors. Because normally as you go through here you don't have these colors. So the Fischl is just there chilling for some damage, but there are some good drivers for the team besides Nahida. Lauma's gonna be great, Lauma's gonna be best when she comes out. Other than that, I mean, if you own Nahida, there is no reason to play anybody else ever. Like, you can play some, there are some co-op options if you don't own Nahida. You can play like Dendro MC or something. And then you just like stay on field attacking with a Hydro character instead, because it's not like Dendro MC does anything on field. But if you own Nahida, why would you play somebody else? Or when you own, if you're gonna pull for Lauma, then Lauma will be the character where why would you use anybody else? Don't use Nahida, but where? Dendro teams kind of fell off, but I guess we just want to play Dendro teams because you want to. And the final character is not that important. Oh, nice. So yeah, Sucrose just gives some EM to the rest of the team, right? So that's why people play Sucrose. Or you can play Fischl for Fischl to just deal some extra damage. Doesn't really matter all that much. You just need Dendro up, Hydro up, and Electro up. I mean, the Electro up needs to work on the cores. So, like, Fischl cannot be the Electro character. Like, Fischl cannot be the main Electro character of a Hyper Bloom team, because Oz will not target the cores unless there are no enemies nearby. But yeah, if you do have other teams where you want to use Nahida, the best thing for you to do will be to pull Lauma. Because Lauma will be the new best Dendro in Bloom teams. And you will usually play her instead of Nahida, not together with. This guy keeps swiping the colors. Nice. We need to exit. Oh, nothing around? That's surprising. You have Novilet and Hyperbloom teams? Yeah, then that's fine for now. And Nahida is not really played in all that many teams nowadays, outside of Hyperbloom. So, you don't really need to worry too much about playing Nahida in other teams or finding replacements for Nahida. We are perfectly fine with just Nahida, Shinobu, any Hydro, and whatever in the fourth slot, right? We don't need to worry about this too much. You'd be better off trying to make like a Molani team if you already got Molani. Or just pulling for more characters for different teams. Want to go again? I can believe somebody is actually interested in this. Oh. I can go again. Wait, then where is the character I need to talk with? Up there. I mean, that if you want the strongest DPSs, then your best bet would be pulling Mavuika, but her rerun banner has just ended. So, rest in pieces. Having Hyperbloom teams even by themselves should be good enough a lot of the time. And with Llama they would definitely be good enough every time. Unless the content is just very bad for Dendro or something. Other than that, just pulling the most recent DPSs will be your best bet. Okay, so here is the challenge, yeah. That makes sense. So what is this? The tournament is about to begin. Whoever beats our reigning champ, Raging Queen Nanashian, our winner for 3 days straight, will win today's surprise grand prize. Now is your last chance to register for the tournament. No chances left for me, everyone's too scared to lose. No one can match him 3 days in a row. Gonna give it a shot? So you've stooped to letting Soren Center now? Fine, send out all your beasts and I will show you what true speed looks like. What unique tournament is it turning out to be? Can these mighty Saurian companions dethrone our 3-time winner, Raging Queen Nanashian? I would like to sign up too. You think you stand a chance? Yeah, I do. So what is this? Okay, we're just zooming. I think we're kinda meant to use an Asha. Unbelievable, somebody actually beat him! I lost no way, this can't be real, he's amazing, wow-wee! Top local legends rule the scene and today they are back. Welcome, easy come and easy go. Challenge, these two are the real deal, even with what we just saw from you, taking them down will be next to impossible. You sure? Let's go. Even with the handicap where I had to start like 3 seconds later. Oh, no handicap this time. Oh, they are kinda running this time. Unlike last time where the opponents were not running. Overtake them. I'm first anyways. How am I supposed to overtake them? Race over, it's over! What a shocking turn of events! And our ultimate winner is Jan! He's incredible, he actually managed to beat both Easy Come and Easy Go. He was like a golden lightning bolt. Oh come on, what about the silver lightning bolt? Did nobody see the silver lightning bolt? A crushing defeat. I doubt I will ever reach that kind of speed. Don't give up. I will take you as my role model. And this is like the fastest team in the game. Nobody's ever going to be able to beat this guy. Wait, why are there two of them now? You shouldn't think like that. We thought Easy Come and Easy Go were undefeatable, but hey, someone better came along today, right? I'm sure someday in the future we will get a new champion speedier than ever before. Good luck, maybe you will even be one of those who gets a shot at that glory, hmm? No. Let me out. Oh, and there are chests around as well? Oh, it's this. This is a shrine. Wait, I need to get rid of it. Need to get rid of the chest marker so that I can use my own marker. Let's see how are we doing on Pyroculi, by the way. Oh, wait, the statue is here. In 15 extra. Quite a few. Let me move back a little bit like here. No, nothing. Okay, so I just need to make sure to not be too close to this thing. Or I could just go find the Pyroculi now. Oh, this is a Varesa challenge. Oh my god, I'm too fast. Oh, Pyroculus. No need to worry about them too much. They're just coming to me. Oh, those are capybaras. Wait, is this the big one? Is the local legend capybara? Oh yeah, it is! Oh! Bad ability. Where did he go? Over there? What happened? Did he despawn? He respawned at the middle because he went too far away. Okay, I just get a real team and murder this guy, man. So they wanted interruption. So ideally something like an overload team. Oh, I don't have an Arlecchino team loaded up. And I will get Inefa for the shield just in case. Even though she will do less damage than like official would.
何か手を焼くことでもあったと見える。権限。
殲滅モード。絶縁障壁。最後の警告だ。
みんなは俺が守れ。いや、それ。ふっと。それ。いや。はっ。
掃除対象ロックオン。
Push him back towards the center. I just juggled him non-stop. It's actually kinda cool. A lunar charged overvape team when the enemy was affected by Hydro from the water. Ooh, goodies. Okay, half of them were artifacts. Good enough. Hello, bro.
私が定義する。
I need to farm wizards as well.
ヒーロー決断。
That's something I should do before I end today. What is this now? I think I have been here, but I must have not been here, because... Why would I leave this here? Oh wait, what are these? Oh no, these are just jumpy spots for the Guholosaurus. Okay, this guy is in peril. Almost one-shot this guy before he could get his shield up.
行くよ。
Oh boy. So that's what the Saurians are for here. Nice. I wonder if this would have been marked by the compass or not. Okay, this will most likely require an Asha. Wait, is this Tetris? This is Tetris. Should I paint them in different colors? Oh, but they're disappearing as they land immediately. There is no... I don't need to actually form a line. This is kinda boring. I mean, it's cool. The idea is fun, but they are falling so slowly. And why 25? What's gonna be the final one? Just a single balloon? No. Okay, weird. What is this? Oh, random artifact spot in the middle of nowhere. I love this place, man. The fish look great when they are purple. Nothing. Surprising again. There is definitely stuff over there, though. They tried to lie to me. I mean, I'm just too far away. Oh, fish. Nobody's ornamental, though. Paint them differently? Here we go. Thank you so much. Oh, these fish... Oh yeah, I can't paint them, they're already done. Because sometimes you can paint the fish to make them swim. But these ones, doesn't look like it. Oh wait, I do have to paint here. Or do I not? What is happening? Is Is there a site not catching mains that shows what the meta DPS are or teams? Not sure. I think there is something on Pridwen, but that's probably not the best resource. Even if there is, like, is there a Genshin on Pridwen? No, there isn't actually. There's only Zenless and Star Rail. Okay, yeah. There were some websites with like Abyss usage data. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really use stuff like this too much. But like, what are you looking for? Just like example teams? Or what? I mean, Skerkma, Vujka, Nuvilet are like the big three right now. Probably. Some other very good DPSs are like Varesa, Chaska, Arlecchino, Gaming even, if you are very patient. Citlali is a great support to any Pyro DPS. Escoffier is a great support for Skerk. Those are like the most relevant 5 stars right now. Innafa's gonna be great for Flames when he comes out. You enjoy Kinich and Linne, but they're mainly Pyro and you hate fighting versus Pyro Shields. I mean, you have Nuvilet for that. Pyro Shields aren't really all that common, and you can just play Nuvilet or even a high problem team. And Kinich is definitely a good DPS as well. I used Kinich in both Stygian Onslaughts to clear Dire mode. So the hardest content in the game. I do have C1R1, but like, Dire is also way harder than Abyss or even the Fearless mode in Stygian. I use stuff like Kinich Emily, Bennett Jansan. You can cut Emily for something else though, as well. It's perfectly fine to use somebody else. Emily doesn't do much, just some damage. Doesn't really matter who you use if it's not Emily. You can use like Pyro MC. Actually, yeah, going with an off-field Pyro is probably even better in this case. So like, yeah, you go Kinich, Bennett Jansan, and then some off-field Pyro. Dicha, Pyro MC. Xiangling even. Everything here seems to be in working condition. Why isn't it open? My apologies. Unfortunately, our set decorator got a little too tipsy last night and couldn't make it for work to work today. Would you mind dropping by tomorrow instead? Oh dear, I'm too old to drag these aching bones all the way back here tomorrow. Not to mention, we've already got plans for tomorrow. I'm so sorry. The whole idea of this summer photo booth is to give each customer their own personalized photo background. But without our set decorator, we just can't make it happen. Need a hand? Really, you two are willing to help? That would be amazing. It's not complicated at all. Just set up the photo backgrounds based on our customers' requirements. That sounds like fun. Fantastic. Alright then. Who wants to go first? I have a suggestion. Ladies first. That's fine by me. My such gentlemen, to tell the truth, I would like to take a photo with such fine young people as yourselves. Huh? Alright, I suppose. That's fine by me. Wait, that's not enough. I would like to add 3 more young men to the picture. You can manage that, can't you? Oh, and maybe some fireworks. I used to love that kind of thing when I was your age. You got it. Let's get started. What now? They just quit? What's happening? Hello? Huh? Maybe if I like paint this. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to quit, but then what was I supposed to do? Oh, there is more fireworks here on the side. Oh my god. Okay. The last one turned out great. Next up is this strapping Fatus. What kind of photo did you have in mind? Please make me look like a sharpshooter. You know, one glance and people will know I never miss. That way it won't matter much when I rank near the bottom in company marksmanship contests. You got it. Let's get started. I haven't fired my gun yet, slow down. I am the gun and the gun is me. Did you witness my expert timing? That turned out great. Finally we have this dashing young man. What kind of photo did you have in mind? Why, thank you for the compliment. My whole life I've valued good bearing and grace above all else. Without good bearing, one lacks elegance, and without grace, one lacks refinement. I'm sure you understand my requirements. Give me a sec. Got it. Let's get started. Was this okay? I think I'm supposed to open the bottle when one of these things is passing by, like this. Okay, I think we did this. Phew, that was the last one. You two really saved the day for me. If not for your help, I might have been inundated with complaints. Don't sweat it. Heh, we are the most helpful adventurers ever. Adventurers, huh? How about I take a photo of you two? Let's capture that helpful spirit of yours. Come on, smile for the camera. An easy breezy Natlan is an easy breezy summer. Thank you both once again. And take this as thanks, please. Oh, it's 2 chests for this. Sure. I do not mind at all. So we got 2 more achievements, just walking around. No Air Force, that's one of the rarer ones here. And Golden Race, that's the most common one. Okay, I would love to play more, but I can't stay up for too long today. And we still have some time. Oh wait, there is more achievements actually I have completed. I also have the Treasure Hunter and Adventurer. Yeah, so we are getting there. We only have 6 achievements left here. Yeah. And these 2 are like 1 achievement. So actually 4. We've got 4 things we have to do, and then just 2 are finding oculi. So, thank you everybody very much for watching, but this will be the end for the stream for today. I do have a stream every single day at 8 PM CEST, which is 3 hours before now. I will not, however, stream tomorrow. tomorrow I will not be at home. I'm not 100% sure about Sunday either. I will try to stream, but I will know on Sunday if I will make it. So I will let you know on the Discord server, so make sure to join. And starting from Monday, or the Sunday, back to the regular schedule, as always. So stream every day. So, thank you very much. And I will see you all tomorrow. Actually, let's find somebody to raid still. A Kokomi main. Oh, a Kokomi VTuber even. Oh no, why is this stream? Oh no, okay. The stream looks pretty terrible, but it's funny. So yeah. Thank you once again, and I will see you tomorrow.